much better right now. Before I proceed, let me get some of the comments on Facebook. Please just let me know if the sound is better. Let me know if the sound is good. Let me get some of the comments on Facebook. Let me know if the sound is good. Sound is okay, says Vivian. John says the sound is good. Fon says the sound is good. Excellent. Fellow Amazonians, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's edition of Amber Voice with Mr. Nanchop. On today's edition of Amber Voice, we shall be looking at September 22nd, the day I call the outbreak, the day I call the beginning of the end, the day where the courage of the Amazonian people finally break out and manifested in the form of victory over fear. Yes, the day that the Amazonian man decided to stand for his justice, to stand for that which belongs to him. The day the Amazonian people collectively went out to the streets to make their voices heard after 58 years. The day the Amazonian people decided that they will never again die in silence under the tyranny of dictator Bia B. Vodo Bartholomew. Ladies and gentlemen, I've pondered for a moment, should I celebrate this day? Should I cry? How would you as an Amazonian best celebrate or best want to remember September the 22nd? On the other hand, I think it's a day to celebrate because it's a day where we came out courageously to show to the world that we are not cowards, that our human rights must and have to be respected. On the other hand, I want to cry because when I look at the impunity that was imputed upon our people, the response from the dictator regime of Mr. Bia B. Vodo, and how our people were killed, I feel like crying. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Amazonians, fans and friends of Mr. Nanchop, welcome to today's edition of Amber Voice. This is going to be, as usual, the normal way we will call in, share in our thoughts. So please, if you will be calling in today, I would please want you to focus on September 22nd. Of course, there are a lot of things I'll be talking along the line this topic or regarding this day, but I really want the focus to remain on September the 22nd. The month of September is a month that will go into the history of Amazonia. Yes, because the month of September in itself is a month that carries a lot of things. Now, in the world as a general, if you notice, you agree with me that it was in the month of September that America was attacked in 2001, if I'm not mistaken. It was in the month of September that the courageous people of Amazonia decided to stand up for their human rights to be respected. It was in the month of September that La République du Cameroun started her mass gross killings of the Amazonian people. As a matter of fact, even though we know that the genocide against the Amazonian people had been a hidden one, La République du Cameroun literally decided to make it gross and public on the 22nd of September 2017. On that same day, the genocide against the people of Amazonia became a handwriting and a handscript on the wall. It became an undeniable incident with facts, with videos, with a lot of victims that we can't all think and remember. But I want us to focus on one thing: the Amazonian people. Yes, and the Amazonian nation. Ladies and gentlemen, Papa and Mamidem, those of you joining me by Facebook, I would like you to click on your share button. Please invite somebody to join this special broadcast by Mr. Nanchop, where we are talking about September the 22nd. How did it all begin? I'd like to bring these images back to your memory when the brave people of Amazonia went to the streets and showed their resilience and showed their willingness for a change. Then they were willing to break the yoke, to break off the cocoon, to break off the chains of bondage that have held them for over 58 years. Take a look at this.
Hospital about life. Mamenda. Hospital about life. Boy, una fiebre, mira, café show. Did you do nothing? Police didn't know nothing. No nothing. Amba, oh yeah.
Somebody rightly said to be enslaved can occur by chance, but to be free is a matter of decision. Meaning, you make the decision to be free or to continue in slavery. September will remain a month that will go into the history of Ambazonia because it's the month where the Ambazonian people decided and they made that decision to break loose the chains of bondage. September will go into the history of Ambazonia because it's the day where La République, we will never forget, they used helicopter gunships on our people, they shot on our people with live bullets. Thousands were killed on September 22nd, 2017. And ever since then, thousands have been killed by La République du Cameroon. It's undeniable that it was on September 30th, if I'm not mistaken, 1961, that the military of La République du Cameroon marched into the territory of Ambazonia to annex us in what I call neocolonialism. Of course, masterminded by France, executed by the armies of La République du Cameroon. It was in September that our territory became an annexed territory, a colonized territory. Brothers and sisters, the month of September. There are a lot of things about this month that we will never forget, that we shall never forget in the history of Ambazonia. Let's look at the independence. Let's look at this journey of independence. Let's look at the restoration of the independence. It was in the month of September when Ambazonians gathered in New York in front of the United Nations protesting for their voice to be heard. It was in the month of September that the United Nations Security Council sat for the first time in history to talk about the plight of the people of Ambazonia. It was in the month of September that Sisiko Ayuktabe break out and make a parallel government that has divided the people, that has brought in a lot of setback in this fight, in this quest, in this struggle of liberation for the Ambazonian people. Ladies and gentlemen, the month of September. What else do you know about the month of September as pertaining to the history of Ambazonia? There are a lot of things I can go on to list to you right now about the month of September and how important this month has been to the people of Ambazonia. But one thing remains undeniable. One thing remains the fact. The month of September is the month where the chains and the bonds of fear were broken. The shackles of bondage were broken over the lives of the people of Ambazonia. Yes, it comes a time in the life of a man where he must decide. As I usually say, the life of a man are the sum total of his decisions. Ambazonians, they made the decision that day, September 22nd, that they will never again be in that bond of bondage with La République du Cameroun. They will never again be in the bond of chains with La République du Cameroun. They will never again be recognized and called second-class citizen in a union that is illegal. A union that was never legal, recognized, or set for the benefit of the people of Ambazonia. Ladies and gentlemen, I feel like crying when I think of the number of people we lost. The brothers, the sisters, the mothers, the children, the husbands, the friends, the relatives that died on September 22nd. Looking back, seeing at the mass arrests that were perpetrated upon our people, many were intimidated. Until date, many are still in the dungeons of La République du Cameroon, suffering for a crime they never committed, just because they are a people of unique culture, just because they are a people with a difference, just because they are different from the French-speaking colonized slaves of La République du Cameroon, just because they speak English. Brothers and sisters, lovers of justice, friends and fans of Mr. Nanchop, this is a moment for us to ponder again the month of September. In the history of the world, if you look at the different countries, taking into consideration America, one of the greatest countries in the world, they had to make a decision in the month of September after they were attacked by Al-Qaeda, headed by Osama bin Laden, September 11. America took the decision that they will never again allow such a thing to happen to them. Just like the Amazonian people decided to rise up on September the 22nd, they will never again be a slave under the tyranny of dictator Biya. I want us to focus on this journey. It's been a long way. It's been a tough journey. It's been a hard battle. But one thing remains sure. We have overcome our fears. We have broke off the shackles of bondage. We stand for justice, and justice must prevail. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Amazonians, I want to use this moment to explain to you the failed attempt of La République du Cameroon, and of course, the so-called Kamto man, who's tried to do a correlation with one of our own, who was our own, to change the history and the narrative of September 22nd. I want us to understand that we are a totally different people. What we are standing for is totally different from that which the La République du Cameroon young ones are going out on the street on this same day to stand for. Nevertheless, I've heard a lot of people say that Amazonians should, or we should, join together with La République du Cameroon on this 22nd of September to make a protest. No, I'm actually and totally against that for reasons I will best explain to you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, fans and friends of Mr. Nanchop, please, I would like you to permit me switch to the Pidgin language because, of course, I have a lot of mothers and grandparents in the villages that I would like them to understand me. And, of course, Pidgin language is my local language. It's our national language in Amazonia. And I would like my parents, my grandparents, my villagers, my brothers and sisters in the bushes who did not have the opportunity to learn the English language, I will be able to communicate to them in a language that they best can understand. Papa and mommy, them brothers and sisters, if you are joining me right now on Facebook, I would like you to click on the share button as you join because today is going to be a special broadcast for the people of Amazonia. Brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen, I want broke am for Pidgin as with the chakara the tori with the go. Anything we want stand for away, the grind that they here will get to break them down. Yes, Papa, mommy, them. As I be the try for talk for big grammar, I be don't talk say the month of September being a month way, we no go ever forget them in the history of Amazonia. As a matter of fact, now for September 31st, inside 1961, where the army for La République they be march inside our territory, inside Amazonia, for come annex we. Yes. Also, we come see say for September 22nd, 2017. Now where my mommy them, my brother them, my sisters them, our picking them be take courage, them go for street, them say they go march. Now them that will see them they march for street. Now that day where Amazonia them be decide, they say they don't overcome fear. Yes. September 22nd. Now that day where Ambazonians them talk say they no go ever again be slave under dictator Biya. Them talk say they no go ever be that kind of people that go call them say they be slave inside their own country. In the month of September, country people, now that month where Ambazonians they be wake up. They say enough is enough. They no go take this shit again for poor Biya and the people. They say they no go call them say they be slave inside their own country. Yes, my country people. Inside September, at the month where we don't stand up, we don't stand strong, we say we no go ever be slaves again. Papa and mommy them, my brothers and sisters, as the revolution be the worker they go, things them the worker fine. We'll see say, time where the United Nations and the international bodies 1 year will talk, They don't go shit down that big people them for big country them. Them say they want to hear about what you the worry we. They want to hear what cry. They be shut down inside the month of September. And at the first time where the United Nations Security Council for the history of Ambazonia be shut down. So they want to talk about the Tory where the worry we country people. As our papa, our mommy them, our brother them, and our sister them. Then be play a helicopter. So when they enter aeroplane. So when they enter BB moto, then go for New York. They send them go Chakara place for there. If why man not talk for what talk, they don't hear what problem. As them go shit down for there, the Tory. Why man say okay, on a bring on a problem ku yeram. So that office how office solve the problem with la République. La République go deceive Sisiko Ayuktabe. It make it say that government we want go shit down with why man. May go Chakara, may open their own government. So that why man no go hear what talk. Now so Sisiko, he carry a headline call. As you know the year 12. You go where La République don't deceive you. You go open your own parallel government. Now that's all for September. Where all that kind of thing be happen. September. Where the good thing will happen for we. Now that time where bad thing to become happen for we. Papa, mommy them. We don't see ourselves for September. Anytime where good thing will happen for we. Bad thing the one can happen. Yes. As we break out, we say we don't overcome our courage. Now we can say La République and the Kiwi. As the international community say that one can talk about our situation. Now we can say Sisiko, he can't create Chakara. Sisiko don't create Chakara suited today where he don't make all man, even people where them be there for revolution, where them be defied with all their heart, they don't give up because of Sisiko Chakara, where be create them. Now inside that's all for that month for September. Brothers and sisters. I know one man will talk about the past, even though we know if we ever forget the past, because the future will still fight for fixer. I will not go allow the errors of the past for hinder we today for fix the future for tomorrow. Yes, we'll not go allow them. Because we will be that sort of strong people. Yes, strong Ambazonians them. Where means we will not the fear again. We don't overcome that fear. But Papa and Mommy them, some baby story there one can bring them for una today. Some small secret we don't happen for background. When Mr. Nanchop, when I know say me I so, I sabi for so be the spy. I the spy. I dey make lesson I know they see that so, but my eye, it is see. Even the call of a man is just. I feel tell you. Yes. Now my own gift that way God give me. Even that time for church, I dey look person so I dey tell your problem so you go look at. Now see your problem then I saw a day for my life. I feel look you. I go tell you even the just way well up. I go tell you even your money way there for your account. Now my own wish that way Papa God give me. So any man way the one come for the revolution, if the one come for come make mago. My own wish when Papa God don't give me na say, I should also when I close my eye, I see all things. Now can I pick when they call and say get 4 eye. Me, I not get a 4 eye, I get a strong spirit. Yes. And as Papa God don't give me strong spirit, now say I go use that strong spirit for the revolution for fight all them bad people for this revolution. Papa and Mommy them, my brothers and my sisters them. So I want to expose for una for this very September. Wait till done the happen. Yes. Una can see say today, La République people then can wake up say, then too they don't go choose September 22nd, they want go Chakara for inside La République. Wait oh, hold on. Why it can't be say, these people choose na September 22nd? The whole year get 365 days. They want tell we say, they don't be fit take any other day for go turn up for vex against Pobia. Why them can't choose na September 22nd? Country people, if you see our history for Ambazonia, when we get a date where it make we unique, where it be a unique date for we, these people for La République, they always want for can turn that date, they make them into something. For instance, we know it to be 11th of February. They can't change that 11th of February. They say na Ayuk Day. We will know the really meaning where they for we. 20th May. They can't change up. They can say now when I wait day. All those days and when they get big meaning for we Ambazonia, La République they can't change them. If you been a day where get different meaning for La République, they go can't change them. They do always want for do something. When you go can't change the day where it been a correct day for we country people. Yes, I want to make una understand one thing. This thing where don't they happen, I don't monitor am, I no want talk. I say I can't talk now today. So that make all Ambazonians them see am, then take them eyes, they chop Christmas. May they come sit down when Mr. Nanchop talk. May Papa them shake them head say Mr. Nanchop my pikin, you don't talk true. Ask yourself one question, my papa and my mommy, my brothers them. Why Kamto? He can't choose na September 22nd for call his own Buddha people and French people. May they go fight against La Republic. Why? Why? Okay, I go answer am. My kid put the puzzles together. When I come talk say, when I remember say, Kamto, we don't go for prison. And time when Kamto we go be for prison, they go put it for that the same prison where Sisiko did it. Now when time where Kamto Iman, he can't come out, he the run him up, they say, oh, we go for prison, we don't make plan with Sisiko. We don't make arrangement with Sisiko. Now Kamto, a big person where they be for prison together. He can run him up the talk am. Now, suited today, they never tell you the plan where they don't make them with Sisiko. They never tell you wait where they go plan and they go arrange with Sisiko inside prison. Then be surely plan say it go be a secret thing. But because these people for Kamto, they knew overrun their mob, they don't come, they can't make people and feel say them too they get importance, and they want make the population feel say they get connection with Ambazonians them. They want make them believe say they don't make all thing for prison, make it they fine with Sisiko. It can they talk say it they so they don't make plan with Sisiko, they don't discuss with Sisiko, and they get a plan. Country people, papa and mommy them. When I ask yourself, say waiting be that plan. Yes. Waiting be that plan where them be go do and with Sisiko. I go tell you because the plan it don't come now before our eyes. And I go explain them today. May everybody understand. Waiting be the happen. It no be day now just a small plan. It be then a big plan where them be the plan for say may they make we and this was revolution make it toward. When I hear that talk what the talk say, some people them don't join the coalition for surrender. Yes. That one them na people where they don't give up on independence. That one them na people where them no day again for say for one go for independent Ambazonia. Them don't leave road for go from Boya. Now them don't go enter na moto where they go for that side for Douala for Bonaberi. Yes. Because ask yourself this question. We don't see activists there. I don't see that Nyongo Pikin, that Pikin where they also wear ring for your hand, like lots of the ring. Whether they call and say Mark Barata. Even we could have one way, it is smooth banger, it is dream. Whether they call and say EPOM, that EPOM Pikin. When you na Ambazonia man bona. As we know say papa, no na Ambazonia, he mami go sleep bad fashion. You go do bad fashion for EPOM man. Before he can carry belle come for Ambazonia, come bona. But that one not going to be our topic for today. They don't come, they talk say, the one say we Ambazonian back for La Republic. We don't see them. Then the talk say, make Ambazonian people go gather for Kamto. Now, my papa and my mommy them, my brothers and my sisters them. One good thing for we Ambazonian people now say, we get sense plenty. Yes. And if we not be get sense, La Republic for don't draw with Poto again like before. But because we get sense plenty, and this was generation, now the never again generation, La Republic no fit draw with for Poto again like before. Yes. Not when Mr. Nanchop 2 days for year and you will watch me, you, Oga, and Mommy over sense. It not go happen for the generation. Yes. So, them they try for use na manipulation, and then them they try for use some picking them when they're there among we, they don't give them money, make them deceive we. Now, Papa and Mommy then, we be don't talk for September, say we no one be again with La Republic. As a matter of fact, all we be don't go for street, we get Mommy them, Papa them, picking away, all man be go for street, people carry leave, they carry jama, they carry jama for up, they don't vex, yes. I remember some mommy, that mommy can't wish to, I find the picture for that mommy as I talk, that mommy can't wish to for mom, in the waka, that mommy food the hot. Mommy no fit waka, but mommy don't put whistle for mop. Mommy the blam, preep. I don't see that mommy picture. I will put enough for Osamona see. Mommy the blow whistle preep. In the blow whistle preep. He say my picking them una fat. Make I repeat that mommy pigeon. Mommy say una fat. Grandmammy will never know. He no even talk English again. Mommy will not get power again. Now so mommy the talk say my picking them una fat. Una fat for future. Una fat for una shukulu. Una fat for una future. Now, so that mommy come out with it, we used to form up, it tells me will fight. I don't get a mommy picture. I will put on for screen some more time when I will see that mommy. Yes. Mommy say me will fight. Mo fight, mo no be slave. When me Sambia don't cap for slave. No be because say mami be want enjoy anything again. Now because mami be say and say na the good thing for do. Now the mami that. Now that mami that what he talk when mami be come out, he carry jama for hand, he carry bitter leaf, he vex. The one be there for September. That one be there too. That's all for September. So waiting don't they happen for background. As soon as the join when I click for na share button, I drink some more water, then I start broke the story. Yes, country people. Wait till we don't come discover, we don't come see and say, Kamto don't go for prison. Kamto don't go she down with Ayuktabe. Kamto don't succeed. Now, France don't tell Kamto say, if you go succeed for convince Ayuktabe for that prison, make you not talk again about independence. If you go succeed for make a collaboration, they call and say collabo, with the Ayuktabe, so that when I go figure na one Cameroon, then we go make sure say we go help you to move Pobia. The assignment that way France be don't give Kamto. Now when I can see say Kamto don't go for prison, as he did it with the people, then they make money, then they hold private meeting with Ayuktabe. Okay. We don't can see say they don't come out. Now so Kamto his own person open him up, kolo. He tell we say as he did so, they don't go shit down with Ayuktabe, they don't try to fix everything. Now, today, mo will ask yourself, why go be say some people will come tell we say, mo will go join Kamto for do march pass against La Republique. Why? We be don't talk for October 1st for 2017 say we don't restore our statehood. We missing. We don't restore back our independence. Now we be say we no get nothing for do with La Republique again. We know the chop with them, we know the drink with them, we know the drink their mimbo again. As a matter of fact, we be don't ban their product and their beer inside our territory because we no one get anything to do with these Balok people with them they call and say La Republique. Yes. And with the fight now say the international community must come in, the United Nations must come in, they must come make we sign paper with La Republique. So we'll be two different people, any man must go he own. I want to ask you one question. Imagine say you married, you see man me I like woman. I'm not gonna lie, I like fine woman. Fine woman. I go married fine woman now, bring her from my house. I can't beat them. The woman run, you go for a house. Think of. Now it is stay for your own house, I stay for my own house. We not be done married to, I be make an account stay. Just imagine. Do one a story at the story so that we will understand what you and the try to talk. Now, if you be woman, you don't leave that massa, you go stay for your own house. You will be man, you live for your own house, you stay for separate house. Then tomorrow, when they go for court, when they fight match the problem, they go for court. Then tomorrow, some person can talk say, oh no, then they make occasion for that man in house. You must go work there, you must go be there, you work there, you help the man. Now must? No be must. By the as a matter of fact, why you go and left your own work? You want to leave your house, you go for the man in the house for go work there. It means say you still get some connection, you know that man. Yes. It means say your heart still there for that man. Yes. It means say somehow you still hope say you know that man will come together. If you be say true for your heart, you don't separate you know that man pata. You get for shin. Say you know they go work for the money house, you know they go for the money house, as soon as they go for court for divorce, when I must go to take court, take the matter, it make divorce finish. Yes. But if you go koro for night, you go sleep with that man. You go sleep with the man. You go carry belly for that man. You go cook for the money house. You work for the man. It means say inside your heart, you still there with that man together. Even though you talk for us, I say, I'm not there with the man. It means say inside your heart, you know that man. If una still the do, una still the chop together, una the waka, una the talk, it means say una get something together. Make her apply this thing now for this Amazonian revolution. We be don't talk say we no get anything for do with La Republique. We be don't talk say we don't restore our independence. Papa and mommy them, the thing way they shockalize me. I can't see Mark Berata that nyongo pikin wey no sabi talk self. Where they make haba. Where they make the cow, where they want to give them butter. Yes. He can't talk say, Make we people them waka, then go join Kamto, then make Kamto make you proud. Why? We can't hear that other banga sumuka. That one way it is sumu banga, we get AIDS. It waka give AIDS for girls and for America, where they call and say tataw. Yes, EPOM. Because we know say story don't come how it give girls them AIDS. It get AIDS, it is sleep with woman, then they give them AIDS for Maryland. Now the true story don't be joke what they tell now. We can see say don't say in life don't frustrate, it don't get future, and I see get AIDS, it don't say he go die small time. So he don't go take money for La Republique for can sell a revolution. He don't the tongue now say wait say he don't care because after he no go live long. Even a person will get AIDS, he no go live long. So wait till he try for do now say wait he don't go take money for La Republique for can sell we. He too can the talk say me Ambazonians they go join Kamto for March. But when I wait to me and you will know say this very person where they call him say tataw EPOM when a banga sumuka and an AIDS patient will know say a person where he don't fight for support Ayuktabe. As a matter of fact, every day for a show, he coach Dr. Sako, he coach the interim government, he fight for push Ayuktabe. So, he come now can tell we say, make we go join Kamto. Even Mark Arata, the Kamto say, make they go join Kamto. Why? This one them now people where them don't work with Ayuktabe, and then they tell we say, we go, make people them for Amazonia, they go join Kamto for fight against Mr. Bia. Something be wrong. Something be wrong, Papa and Mammy. We know say Kamto a person be don't can tell we say Mr. Bia, sorry, say Ayuktabe with Kamto they don't plan. Now we can say Kamto don't go choose now September 22nd, so they want go make rally against Mr. Bia. We can see that AIDS patient Eric Tato for Maryland where he suffer AIDS, HIV, that EPOM. He can't talk say yes. It can't talk say no, your enemy to your enemy na your friend. It means say because Kamto na enemy for Mr. Bia, and we too will be an enemy for Bia, say so make Kamto become a friend. But some problem there with that talk. I want me to analyze and Papa and Mommy them. Why would they fight for the revolution? We'll get different purpose who would they fight. Will be the fight, not be say we the fight against Mr. Bia. We'll fight today for the revolution, not then against Mr. Bia. People for inside La Republique, one day when the big people for La Republique, them get right for fight against Mr. Bia because not them president, not their president, not their country. But we the Amazonian people, we not get Bia not be our problem again. Our problem is not Bia. Even if Bia they move Bia for power, not be our problem. It not concern we because we get our own country and we get our own president. So we get to look two things. Wait Kamto the fight for. Kamto the fight for say me they pull Bia down. All these francophone them, these people for La Republique, them the fight say me Bia go down for power. Wait till we would fight for. We the fight for say me our independence be restored. We the fight for protect our independence who don't get them and for restore them. Yes. So now two different things. And that one no get nothing for do with Mr. Bia. So how person go can tell you say may you go join Kamto me when fight for move Mr. Bia? How that one concern we? That one I for show you say now that kind of people then that way their heart still there for inside La Republique. Them still feel like them be part of La Republique. Yes. Now that one the way they don't give up on independence, they don't go join the coalition for surrender. They don't go join in that coalition for surrender. Yes. I don't tell when I say for smoke banger, mommy and papa them. I want back when I want in. All these were young sisters them way when I carry belly. When I know they drink alcohol. Me, Mr. Nanchop, I don't be medical doctor. But I want back una. If you do belly, no drink alcohol. Because somehow I want the belief. Say if you drink alcohol and you smoke cigar, it get a psychological effect on the pikin where they inside your belly. Yes. Because we don't see say this pikin where they call it say tataw, it don't go mad. Now which way they come off a mob? It not even be again for the revolution. I don't tell when I say that one don't go take money for La Republique for sell the revolution for La Republique. Because as he no say he no go live long, he no say he get HIV, he time for die there any time from now. Now why don't I see he do this thing? Because he no get the future. He no get the future. When I know see me, Mr. Nanchop, I know they can't talk because one blame person. This one are facts. If he be say one argue me, make go bring in 8 steps, come put a me and Bazonia as a CM. I challenge you. But that one no be a problem. I no more talk that one no be a problem. That one, any man fit get a sickness, any man fit suffer with a sickness. That one no be a problem for today, Papa and Mommy them. I want more focus for this thing where Kamto and dictator Ayuktabe, them the one plan and for bring we back into bondage. How them go talk say, may our people go join Kamto people for fight against Bia, escape Bia na our problem. Bia no be our problem. Our problem na la Republic as a whole. When I don't forget say, time when we born at them for Canada, they be go wake up say they want go meet up Kamto for talk with ye. Kamto talk say you no go accept them when they wear this Amazonian flag then. Kamto say because they carry Amazonian cap, the whole Amazonian flag, he say he no recognize them. As a matter of fact, Kamto don't show we say he be more wicked than Mr. Bia. Kamto, even Mr. Bia self talk say he want organize national dialogue for talk with the Amazonians them and for talk with the separatists them. You know, even though we know say a fake dialogue. But Kamto himself, Kamto denies say he no one even see them. Even Bia self talk say, oh, make he even make a fake dialogue for talk with these people. But Kamto he self talk say, he no one catch them for a corner. Kamto say, may they not bring them for a corner. Now that very people where Ayuktabe surrogates them. Ayuktabe, Eritato, and Mark Barata, them they talk say, may we go join that Kamto. May we picking them, go join Kamto for celebrate against Bia. No. Make I tell you something, Papa, Mommy. We don't care which man be president for La Republic. We don't care. Me, Mr. Nanchop, I don't care which man be president for La Republic. I don't care who can man dey for power. That nation, as a nation, La Republic, totally, all of them and all their citizens and all their members and army and presidents and leaders, all them now our enemy. And now so we must treat them. We must treat them as enemy. All of them, not be one of them. So we don't care which man dey for power. What problem maybe man we dey for power. Yes, time we were problem with them, Mr. Bia. Now time we will be still the strike and we will be there with them inside one country. But now we not there again with them inside one country. So them not be our problem like a president. Because even if Kamto can enter power tomorrow, it go worse past Mr. Bia. I want to ask you the question, Mommy and Papa, will you watch me? You the talk say, me wa pikin they go join for Kamto for fight against Mr. Bia. It means say you the believe say when Kamto enter for power, things gonna be better for our people. You mean say when Kamto go be for power now, we go now go join La Republic, stay with them? No. 1,000 times no. Kamto no be our problem. Now the nation of La Republic be our problem. So me, Mr. Nanchop, I be there against that plan say we go join Kamto for talk, for fight Mr. Bia because we not get any. Listen, how you go manage talk say you get America when a country. You get Germany when a country. Problem then say America when an internal problem. Then America, Germany will go send a soldier. They may go join America for fight that president. It don't make sense. Ambazonians they don't get for go join that nonsense. Yes, we don't show and I don't show on a picture for here. And I don't see them. The problem where they, if our people go join Kamto people, they will can't cover up this September 27th and second. It will can't be say September 22nd. But then at the way we'll be do a joint coalition. Francophone them and Anglophone them, they be stand against the regime of Bia. Now so they will come put up for history. It no go be saying that they were Ambazonians them be stand against La Republic. Now two different things. Ambazonians them as a nation, they stand against La Republic. Two nations. A nation against another nation. Or they talk say the people of Ambazonia they say Francophone and Anglophone them, they stand against Bia. Now the narrative that way they want change up. Now why that we see say Kamto don't look and say that day September 22nd, it go be a big day where it go in the history for Ambazonia and in the history even for United Nations because of which we don't show. Kamto don't calculate them. He don't look and say oh, he get for do something for tweet that day that date. Now why that way Ayuktabe don't deceive it. You know Ayuktabe it to deceive Ayuktabe. Ayuktabe can't tell Eritato, he can't tell Mark Barata, so may they can't deceive gullible Ambazonians then. May them go join. But I thank God because the interim government under Dr. Sako, where it be serious for take we for go boya, it don't decide say we no go join Kamto and it decides say we go get ghost town. Yes, ghost town inside Ambazonia. We no go allow anything La Republic inside Ambazonia. Yes, we don't make that decision. We know this change up country people. I want to show you now why Kamto and Ayuktabe, their plan don't fail and which way to be that plan. I want the round up, but I want show on some BBT one I don't know. Papa and mommy, when I reason with me, make we reason together. When Nigeria and Cameroon then be the fight for Bakassi, when a non man be go enter for the like a BB lawyer for talk for Cameroon, where France be support him, na Kamto. Kamto be spend many years for join. If Kamto be spend so many years and time for go fight for Bakassi, now so Kamto the fight, we know say that Bakassi dey so. Bakassi get plenty oil, it get plenty raw materials. So you believe say now, where Kamto the fight for say may become president for La Republique, he go one easily lost that Bakassi for Amazonian them? No. Kamto inside heart, he the hope say he to go chop small for that cake. Yes. He the talk say man no go work for nothing no. Man no go work for nothing no. So when I see this thing where Kamto the fight with Ayuktabe, he did make alliance, he did deceive Ayuktabe say, listen, I go make you prime minister. Listen, if I come out for power, I will make you enter power after me. Yes. So Ayuktabe, because a person where he overlike power, he don't look and say, oh, he get chances for still become power, for become president inside La Republique. Because Kamto did deceive you. So he did work now with Kamto for say, may he kill the Amazonian quest for freedom. So that we can enter one Cameroon. You see, so we can be now inside one Cameroon. Kamto go can be president after he go to say, oh, Ayuktabe you to become president. That time Ayuktabe, you know, say after all we were picking them, they don't die, they be the fight for Amazonia. That one and another thing, he don't still become president. Because he did think not only about himself, he know the think about what picking them, he know the think about we, he know the think about the one the way they don't die. Yes, I see some people that they talk say country people. They say, oh, when I get meat pity for prisoner them, when I sorry prisoner them. What about the one the way they don't die? If you been a prisoner inside La Republique, chance they say you will come out one day. Yes. So long as you there alive, chance they say you will come out one day. But our brothers and sisters where they be the fight for independence, where they don't die, for this September where they start, where they don't fight. You think say if we gonna go join Kamto, we'll go back for one Cameroon. That our brother them, which way they fight for, we don't get them, we don't betray their blood. Why you think say we are picking them be get for die, so that may Mr. Biya come out for power? When I don't see say today, even the Francophone them, the La Republique picking them the fear for come out for outside, them not get courage. So there be one say now we, our picking them go come out, go fight for move, change government, move Biya for power, them die. So that make Kamto go shit down for power, make Ayuktabe go shit down for power. No. We dey fight now for separate Amazonia. We know the fight for La Republique. We know the fight. May Mr. Biya come over for listen. Mr. Biya not concern we. As a matter of fact, Mr. Biya is dead for we. That man no dey exist. Even if now who, therefore that chief say be president, our enemy in La Republique no be Mr. Biya. So if Kamto them they go fight against Mr. Biya, we know they join them because we dey fight for Amazonia against La Republique. Yes, make that message be very clear. Because Eric Tato I see dull. When I say I don't tell when I say mommy them, I will come to that. I will give a special advice for all these who are young girls that want to carry belly. Mona be careful. Which one I not careful do Mona pikin no can dull like Eric Tato and Mark Berata. When them they call themselves so they be activists for Amazonia, but them not even know which way they stand for. They don't know which way it be the priority. They don't know which to be important. They don't even get sense for no way to turn up on top when you fight for your independence. They go talk say we go join Kamto. Una imagine say now that same Kamto and Ayuktabe, them they talk. Now imagine say Paatasan he blast Kamto. Where me say he coach Kamto say Kamto the one deceive Ambazonian them. He the one take opportunity for the Ambazonian situation for make a political gains. And not true. Because who said when I be no Kamto before September 2017? He be then a lawyer where he do your own business with the La Republique, he do your own business with Mr. Biya, he do your own business with France. For thief Ambazonia their raw materials. Now so he be the work. So that way Kamto don't can say and say Ambazonia and Pekin they don't come out for outside for fight and they turn up strong for fight La Republique. Kamto want take advantage of the situation. Kamto want take advantage of the blood we were picking they don't lost. Imagine saying na so Kamto is picking them all those bees them na mbunda picking the way they no go for school. Yes, Mr. Bia don't take all those mbunda picking them when they don't go school. Give them gun. If you look at, if you go for Limbe, for Manawa Bay, you go there. Now so that's all mbunda, aleke, ntandati, uncha. Now so them they talk. Now only them bamilikim bunda. Now them full all place. Now so them they wear uniform for B. Now so them wear Paul Bia they take them for Kiwa picking them. Why it be say if them love Kamto and the day they love Kamto their own countryman win and bunda, why them not go fight Mr. Bia? No, them not go fight Mr. Bia if the one be say the one pull down Mr. Bia. Instead, Mr. Bia they use not them for Kiwi. And Kamto the one use for blood for picking them for making own political gains. Now you see Ayuktabe, Tataw, and Mark Berata because Kamto don't promise them say go make them minister, he go make them this. The Kamto say may we go join Kamto for celebrate. Est-ce would they fight against Mr. Bia or would they fight against La République? Would they fight against La République? Papa and mommy them make we be wise. I don't tell when I say, when I listen to this speaking when they call them say Tataw and Mark Berata, where they not go take money for say we. If not be say person don't go take money for La République, how he go can't tell you something you go join La République for fight against Bia? If not be say person and La République agent, how he go take it in normal senses? Tell you say go join La République for fight Bia, we not go allow that nonsense again. We not go allow him. For me for round up, now so when I can say Tawe Paatasan, when I so Paatasan we don't start this fight since long time. Paatasan can condemn Ayuktabe, he can condemn Kamto, which when I see happen. Ayuktabe go write letter the beg Kamto say I beg, forgive we. Forgive forgive me, forgive Paatasan. He not belong for my group. He talk so now because he not be for my group. Papa and mommy them. I want me you think. Ambazonians them make we think. Kamto 1 month before, Kamto don't decide say he no one meet up with Ambazonians them. He no one see any Ambazonian way wear blue and white, where carry Ambazonian flag. Ayuktabe claim say he be Ambazonian president. He no vex. He no vex say how Kamto go disrespect he and disrespect the people. Ayuktabe where he claim say he be Ambazonian president. He claim because when I see now he don't go open his own government. Now that's so for September. Where why man they be shut down for year story where Ayuktabe be go create confusion, open his own government. Now so this month for September be very important for we Ambazonians. And now that's all for this September when me Mr. Nanchop I the come for can open one eye. But when I see what they happen for Kamto and Ayuktabe for take we back into one Cameroon. Yes. How Ayuktabe he no get shame. He call himself say he be president for Ambazonia. President for Ambazonia. You get person where he talk say he no recognize you, he no recognize your country, he no recognize your people. He talk say he no one cash your people them come for your corner and for your corner. Kamto deny say no go meet up with Ambazonians because they carry Ambazonian flag. As a matter of fact, Kamto curse we, he insult we, he spit on we. Ayuktabe go write a letter say he beg, make Kamto forgive you. Why Ayuktabe be the right letter for beg Kamto? Why? When I don't read the letter, it dey out there. If you be so you want the letter, write me my number that for screen. I go put that, I will send it for you. Yes, you go see Ayuktabe write letter, the beg Kamto. Who say when I don't see president for a country? They go write letter for beg a political opponent for another country. Who say when I don't see president for another country? If Ayuktabe chuchuna person where he gets sense and he call himself president for Ambazonia, why he go the red letter? Write letter the beg Kamto now because Ayuktabe don't give up on independence. Now because Ayuktabe don't he find way say if he join with the Kamto, may the overthrown Bia so that Kamto go be president, he go be prime minister. After it will become president for La République. So Ayuktabe don't forget about Ambazonia now. Now he the one that want Cameroon. Country people. Now the problem that Ayuktabe don't fight now. Now he the fight now for one Cameroon. The one I would call them say coalition for surrender. And even all this speaking them every Tataw, Tapang Ivo, Mark Berata, when I can't hear them they talk say make our people go join Kamto for fight against Bia. Escape Bia now our problem. Bien no be a problem. Now La République and France as a nation be a problem. You see? So even if they change president for La République, it no mean say what problem don't solve. Because them go still the fight, we go still the fight this matter. We will fight and fight until freedom comes. until we separate. Now think that we will fight for. For me, for round up, I want to understand. Say this pikin them don't give up on independence. They don't go take money. Yes, Mark Beretta did for Belgium. He don't come out. He go for England. He not get work. He come back for Belgium. He go for England. You know, see them be the leave now for that money where they collect for what people. Now Dr. Sako don't can stop saying we not go give money for individuals them again. We not go give money now for una county. So this pikin they not get money again. Hungry to do them. They don't go take money for La Republique. They don't go join Ayuktabe. They say how we go do. Every tato because he get AIDS and because he know say he go die soon. Yes, he know say he not get life again way long. Yes, when I know say person will get AIDS, he not get long lifespan. Thank God say why man don't discover makes way people they feed the drink them for left them they live long. But we not say every tato be the sleep with get them from every land he give them AIDS. Even they get them don't confess. They talk every tato sleep with them. They don't carry AIDS. If every tato wants deny Amazonian, they may bring AIDS test put them Mousiam, very wicked picking, wish picking, because he knows say his lifespan they short, he want destroy the revolution. He knows say after all, he don't go take money for La Republique for spoil this revolution. Now why that way can the talk say, may we go join Kamto for the do those things them. Papa and mommy them, we picking they no be die for September 22nd. May we go join Kamto. We brothers and sisters them no be die for September 22nd, we will go join Kamto. Our friends and brothers them no be die for September 22nd. Now say make us say we will go join Kamto. We no go do that mistake again. Yes, we no go do that mistake again. Papa and mommy them. Now the fair plan that for Kamto. Now the fair plan that for Kamto and Ayuktabe. Because today there be the expected there people go come out. When I see how many of them come out. I don't show now the population where we come out, time where own people come out. When I go look all the videos where they see them, they make over there. When I see whether the people where them come out for them, it reach our own. Yes, now for sure, when I say we dey a different people. Now for sure, when I say we dey a different people. When I see the population where we come out for September 22nd, when I see how even police people they stand, their skin cold. When I see how Ambazonians they be come out that day. Ambazonians they come out plenty. People their skin weak. That's all because they say Ambazonians them they don't chakara, they don't come out for chain. Yes, the one for make women know say we are gone and we are gone for good. Before I start take calls them, I want to tell when I saw other one thing. I be tell when I say I will give one small girls them special advice like a big brother, and you know. Person way, you know, woman a beautiful thing where God give we, and all we will do for here, we come on for woman. Now what I wanna say, me are there against any man where the coach woman, where the fight woman. When I see how every tattoo be go drink kai a fofo, mix am with matango, mix am with Jack Daniel, he mix all thing. He the smoke cigar, he the smoke marijuana. He can the coach wa mami them, he the coach wa sister them, he the coach wa woman them. Man picking way he be trained up for a good home. You know if you ever coach woman, even mommy, or we will be honest, even you will wash me. You dey get problems sometimes with your mommy. You dey argue with your mommy. But because of respect, imagine how woman go mommy go carry you for belly for 9 months. 9 months. You dey play inside belly, you live. Mommy can born you. Woman. And I don't care which kind of mommy, I dey care about woman. Generally as a woman. But for man pikin we no get respect, you know if you respect woman them, then it does say get woman for us. I the one that I was kind of man pikin that one be. You see, man pikin we no fit respect even your own mommy. You know if you respect woman where you get them for house, it beat the woman. He never even pay bride price for the woman. No wonder you no get respect for woman. I dey talk about every tattoo EPOM. That pikin when a street pikin. I go put some video more on see for here. More na here talk where they come off a mob because he not get anything for talk again for the revolution. He not get nothing. Now, when I be see an audio, that audio there, or the message when I never see her. So woman there for this revolution where they call it say Harrietta for Mickey. I don't know it personally, but I don't talk with you 1 or 2 times. And he always make audio, he coach people. The woman, he be the talk because this woman be then a treasurer for Skapak. And he be there for, you know, in those days for Ayuktabe them and the rest of them. Where I'm not going to go into a private life because I be the year say all that man became for Skapak, then be the sleep with he. But that one no be a problem for Ambazonia. Any man get right for living life as he want. That one no be the matter for today. That one no concern we. How any man want live life, any person get the right for living life. But that woman, it always cost this interim government. It always cost Dr. Sako. It always cost Sosisiko. Today the woman will cost Sisiko. Tomorrow the woman will cost Ayuktabe. Dr. Sako. Today the woman will cost Sisiko. Tomorrow the woman will cost Dr. Sako. It cost everybody. It call all man chief man. I can't ask the woman one day. I say, hey, mommy. Waiting be your own problem for the revolution where you always be negative. You get facts and proofs for all that talk where you talk. He tell me say yes, he get proof. I tell you, okay, mommy. Me, I get respect plenty for woman and for mommy them. I say if you be say you get proof, you fit come for Ambazonian people, I go invite you for my platform for here. Come answer question for Ambazonian them, and then come bring me your proof. Say Ayuktabe na chief man, say Dr. Sako na chief man. Because me myself, I want see him. Now so I talk. Me and the woman with the talk for phone, the woman the recorder, he ask foolish questions. So you believe say Ayuktabe and Sako na chief man, Sako chief money. I tell my sister, that one is your own opinion. I not go take your opinion. He talk, you know person where he get evil for heart. He get wickedness for heart. He do something with a motive. So he pass him up, he holler. He go ask one question, I never answer. He ask her, because inside mind, if he say one play a mind game, listen. I be a very respectful pikin. I like conversation. When I talk with person, conversation are two-way thing. When you talk, I talk. When you ask question, I ask question. I answer, you answer. That's a respectful conversation. For all now when I don't talk with me for phone, when I know say na so I dey, I know they raise my voice at people. The woman may talk in a very gross, ignorant manner. But in all humility, now woman and a mommy, I don't even raise my voice. I decided to be calm and gentle. If they ask the question, all the questions where they ask, you see for in mind, she is so devilish and negative. But my key point, and I want to challenge you today, say, if Harrieta for Mickey, he claim all the claim when they claim against the people, them, no be bad thing. Ambazonians love the truth. See, this is why I love Amber Voice platform. I want to invite you for here, make come. All I see be the run him up for audio. I don't hear people don't talk all this Harrieta. Why is no? Listen. There are some battles that Mr. Nanchop don't fight. I don't fight silly battles. I fight not only battle where it take me go ahead and it take Ambazonia go ahead. I don't get time for go to make conversation with person privately for justify how I'll be important and intelligent than that person. That's not necessary. I no need for proof for an individual. Say me I be more than he. It's not necessary. I don't get for come proof for Ambazonia and say I be intelligent and the rest. It's not necessary. That one no go take we go boya. Wait till we go take we go boya. And I challenge all these people then when they run them up for social media. I don't talk even for Nick Santos. I don't talk for Akwanga, Ayaba, all of them. If they know say they get guts and which way they do their beliefs inside their heart say be correct, I don't invite them, make them come for this platform, Mr. Nanchop. Even that Harrieta for Mickey, I was the one that called her. I said, Madam, will you be bold enough? If you not listen to that audio, the thing I said, if person go take audio, it cut, it only put a bad way, it talk, it spew out negativity. I don't deal with that kind of nonsensical people. You know, I will not go down to that level. This is Ambazonia. Listen, we want to build a nation of positivity. We are not going to build this nation on falsehood and personal ego. No. So, me, I will call you, say, come to Amber Voice, come and justify your claims and answer the questions from the Ambazonian people. You go take the call, you cut them, you put the only part with the holla, you the talk. You believe so Dr. Sakona chief man, you believe so Dr. Sakona chief man. If you yourself, you believe so Dr. Sakona chief man, come for Amber Voice, come answer question. Can prove them, can tell me, convince me. I not believe so Dr. Sakuna chief man, and I not believe so Dr. Sako chief my trip to Boya. But if you believe and you get the facts, just like me, Mr. Nanchop, I put the facts for screen when I want to talk. Come and convince me. Come and convince the Ambazonian people on a one-to-one debate with Mr. Nanchop on this platform. The invitation is open. You know, you deny, you know, and come, you go to record the call, you cut part the way you talk nonsense. For come put and for us, then you go to give Ayuktabe is slave solo against them. So them two that they take and they play and then they talk. Listen, anybody who listens to that discussion, you will know how respectful I am towards a woman. I respected the lady. She was shouting and ramping and was asking questions after questions. I was gentle. Did you hear me raise my voice against her? No. Even though I knew that all what she was saying was wrong and was gross manifestation of ignorance and stupidity, but I respected her as a woman. I respected her as a wife. I respected her as a mother. I decided to keep my calmness, and I was consistent to tell her that, would you be bold enough to come and bring the facts to the people? Everybody, anyone can say any nonsense. Talking is cheap. To insult people without the facts is easy. I can just get up. See, I don't hear for the revolution. People don't talk silly things against me. You don't ever see me, Mr. Nanchop. I can't defend myself. They don't talk all kind of stupid against Dr. Sako. You don't ever see Dr. Sako for once. He come for public, say he can't defend himself. These are intelligent people. We don't have time for these chicken talkers. Listen, we are focused on building Amazonia. We be focused for crush La Republique. Now that the same people who do not get something for offer Amazonians, they go can they talk say, "Mo go join Kamto for march." Why? It's not only stupid person who not get sense go can they make those kind of utterance. So if you listen to the audio, some person send for me, I say, "Hey, that go make a show. In the corner, only Mr. Nanchop. If they expect say, I go be disrespectfully for curse the woman, for attack the woman verbally. I don't do that. I don't do that. Listen, if the woman, and I want to make it a public challenge, if the woman, say all the claim maybe they make for the audio and the rest, not true, may come out for this. I will invite her here. Let her put it. I'll let her choose a day. Amazonians, you guys will be the judge. I will grill her here. Let her come and answer the questions here on one-to-one with me and answer the questions from the Amazonian people. No, if you know say the talks on true and are true, the Bible says no, we talk say we know say clear conscience, no the fear, no accusation. Now so we know. You see, and the righteous shall be as bold as lion. You see me, Mr. Nanchop, not to know the shake me. Because not that the amount of curse and lie when you go fabricate them against me, go change who I be. No. And I want to show one of those lies. They might just show how when people do not get something for offer again for revolution, and when they don't go take money for La Republique, then go can become mad, then they talk na only foolish. Ma put some video for screen. Papa, mommy, they wanna hear. I want to take una eye, I wanna hear, wanna chop Christmas, wanna hear this stuff. I may analyze this stuff for una wanna hear. Wanna hear a lot of lies and foolishness. Wanna hear.
Like our sister where they don't cash you cocaine. Boy, they do a different thing. Like our brother where they call it Nanchop, where they say they Germany. The homosexual guy, he did dinner with dogs, puppies, chihuahua for online.
Okay. Point number one. When I take note for the things the way they talk against me, it to say I be homosexual. When I hear, Amazonia, when I hear. See, now the very person can talk say, me Amazonia they go join Kamto for fight beer. Now in the talk say, me Amazonia and they go for national dialogue. Now in the talk, all this kind of rotten talk. Now the very boy, the coach mommy them, coach woman them go down to the private part. I don't tell you one thing. If you look for the revolution, all the raw talks, immoral talks, immorality, it come on only for the same mod. My grandma be call a mod. You know, because same mob. It's a for a mod. Now, consistently, you don't believe. You know, I don't understand some level where you go talk lie, because person lie be based on falsehood. You go talk lie, so then you lost in the lie. You start believing your lie not true. First lie number one, is I be homosexual. Just imagine. Now, no offense. I don't get problem against anybody where they out there when a homosexual. I know I'm gonna misunderstand me. If some person they out there when a gay or a lesbian, na their lifestyle, na their own cup of tea. Me, I not get which I want talk now. I not be say I want discriminate or I want coach them. I want to know, but we know very well say that dirty lifestyle not until way it be reflected even in our African culture, not even in our Amazonian culture, not even in. I mean, it don't even get a trace in us. But if you see Peking where it be so raw and rotten, all in life and all it talk them, not only that kind of dirty, that kind of either the coach woman their private part, the coach woman them said waiting for cow, or the coach man begin them said there is sleep for them for their anus. Those kind of rotten words, or it is sleep with girls them for Maryland for give them AIDS. Those dirty things, it shows you who he is. It shows you who he be. Yeah, the kind of words where they come from him up, always this raw immorality. Now, I don't need time for belief say this guy is homosexual because so often when they talk about the thing, I don't need to say it's just said na homosexual. Because for be honest, if you want to look at Ambazonians, if you want to go into details, you go look and say Eric Tato na surely gay. Because who say come out with the ideology? Who say come out with the thoughts? I'm gonna hear dating, when I hear something, when I hear.
I will still take the opportunity. I don't talk with Mr. Steve. They write me how we did Nanchop guy for Germany. When I know very well, and Sako surrogate. He take the $800. Say one do something. They get business. They do them because that's what he does. Remember, say when I began talk about your sister Becky.
Okay. Point number 2. It's a Nanchop guy. Now he's talking about me. Point of correction, Mr. EPOM. Call me Mr. Nanchop. I'm not your mate, okay? Intelligence-wise, I'm more than you in everything, okay? Financially, I pass you for everything, okay? Achievement for life, I pass you for everything. I no need for kind of talk that kind of thing for you. Ambazonians will permit me because this one no get again for do with the revolution. But sometimes it's good for keep the record straight. You know, it be sad for say we get brothers where they suffer, we get refugees where they suffer, we get poor they suffer. Then we even talk about the kind of thing for social media. You see, but I want to keep this record straight once and for all because you see, me, Mr. Nanchop, I know whoever come for social media can boast about some kind of thing there. I know I can boast her, I don't buy boat. I know I can boast her, I get 15 million from my account. When I ever hear me talk about those things there. No. And by the way, if all now they follow me, you see for the revolution. Any place on Sunday, I put my money there. My trip to Boya, Eric Tato, he chop money for people. If he bring me any receipt, he pay for my trip to Boya. No. Ambazonians and they do draft for take care for our refugee them, for take care for our people, for fight La Republic. He know the draft. So what's the own contribution for the revolution? A part of say he can't talk lie and spew out lies against people. For can he talk evil and spew out lies against people? Now all that for can he talk lie, one lie to another. Which contribution? Either you can deceive Ambazonians and say me they go join Kamto for move Pobia. Is that what we are fighting for? Or you want come for Kamto say Ayuktabe na natural president for Ambazonia. That same Ayuktabe Julius where he don't go write letter the back Kamto where the deny we. That same Ayuktabe Julius where he don't go decide say he want go for national dialogue for La Republic. Because this boy not get anything again. Papa and mommy them, I don't tell when I say, this boy don't lost him for the revolution. He not get nothing again for gift for the revolution. He not get nothing constructive. So he don't bend on lies telling. You know something here, Papa and mommy? When you pass some person for life, when you pass man, when you don't beat it intelligently, when you come for intelligently for facts. You see, when I want proof, I want to talk about you, I put facts and for true. I put the facts and for school in a year. It come off a mop. You see, clean. I need to go from talk. Okay. If you don't see and say person pass you, you used to say you know. So when the person pass you with sense, person pass you for technology, person pass you for everything. The next thing where you see the person doing as well, it start use lies telling and cosh. Now don't notice and so you will see so that person where you pass it, he always start caution and cosh you because he don't get anything again for talk. He don't get this boy. Look, they don't go investigate my whole life. They don't get nothing where they use them against me. They frame up a story. They say that no, na PD. You know, because they send this small girl for Facebook, me they can't chat me. You see that they write me, hey cuckoo, hey baby. I need to go down for that dating level. As a matter of fact, I'm not even going to that. I need to go. So when they do all that dating things, I need to even respond to. So the finance are going to have a PD. A man, no, excuse me, a man with somebody. I'm a father. By the way, I'm a father. I mean, I know I even go into my private life because when I think about my people back home and what people they applied, I don't even to say again for the talk about myself. Because if we look at this particular day, the September the 22nd, where most of our young people, them brothers like me, they don't die. Fine boys and fine girls and don't die. We'll get for the focus on La Republic. But when I see, that's where don't go take money for La Republic. La Republic not be enemy again. The enemy now for we Ambazonians them will define La Republic. For talk lie against we, for talk evil against we, for form up story. Now, I'll play this audio or this video for a purpose. And I want to show now why I play. Mona just come. Mona hear something. Mona say something.
I probably be chief for this place and stuff. That's what this guy is doing. I talk as so people they look at it saying a joke. But I know say everybody will watch me know say Eric Tato just come out talk something. I'm not got no interest or talk something about some person. Look all man who don't talk something about him. Start with Sako and show document for every come out. Support the argue. Today don't come out for IRS. I've talked about the sister Becky saying a drug dealer. or some they can argue today either for Switzerland with on cashing. So I don't start talk about the other person. I'll give you one indicator. If you see man picking, I will see the repeat, and I don't give the challenge. If you see man picking, he come out. You know, saying I so scam and they talk. They get big talk. They always talk about companies. If he tell you say own Microsoft or Big with the Big you go facing a he tongue are true. So if you see man come out and talk say he get 2 companies, but till today he not get website, he not get this. You know why we talk so online when I watch it? Now because say some of the clients them where they dupe them, maybe na white or stuff like that, where they struggle for convince them. If they talk that talk, so that they believe you say I don't talk about Facebook. When you talk on the phone now. He talking about those clients who know, me they know because white believe we can talk something.
Now, first of all, I know descend down to the level of Ayuktabe, you know, because I respect myself a lot. Normally, on everything being equal, I not even get for the play the kind of video for year, you know. But I want use this opportunity to talk something, and I want to use this one for educate Amazonians them. You see, he don't make 2 claims, no be 3 claims. He said Nanchop na PD. Now we don't understand what PD mean. He say homosexual. That kind of thing where they be do for Sodom and Gomorrah, will be make the anger of God be descended upon the people. You see. Number 2 thing, it is a Nanchop na scammer. It is scam people. It is say so a person for Illinois. He make it go far. It is some person. He call the person name. Say I scam me 800 euros. 800 euros chicken change. Me, Mr. Nanchop. Now. You see, when you pass person for life and the person don't get anything for offer, it go down to the lowest level, na cost and frame up of lies telling. Now what you try to do? But I know step down for that. I want my Ambazonians to understand something. You see, I talk with facts. If there is anybody in this revolution, if I talk when I cut the power, when I put my Ambazonian in the year, if some person live for this revolution, they don't ever give Mr. Nanchop $1, or even before the revolution. We don't ever try, because for good to say Mr. Nanchop scam say Mr. Nanchop don't scam some people. He take $800 for them. The person live in America. You see some of the manual people them. I be sorry for use this thing. The person you name call an manual because if you listen and if you go for be real. Why did they feel say because they impeach Siko and they talk message Amazon and they don't go join Kamto for protest against Bia because we know the fight now for one Cameroon, the fight for the independent Amazonia. You must go down for start coach person the frame up lie against person. Now I want to challenge whosoever is out there, all Amazonians. And listen, that's one thing I like about myself. I say it publicly. If you claim I don't ever take money for you, me, Mr. Nanchop, you don't ever transfer me $1. Bring out the receipt. Put it public. Come from, bring it out there. Whosoever go live inside a GP for pupil or Nyamangoro, you some kind of rotten dirty talk. Me, Mr. Nanchop. All things being equal, Mr. Ayuktabe, he not get a qualification for work for me. Listen, now if you want to talk about what my internet for, go do your homework. Go use internet. Fine. Go to the internet and Google well. You know. So if you don't even know how to use common internet, how you want to work for a person like me? I mean, if you don't know how to use common Google for search something, you cannot use common Google for search for information about some person. Then you can't talk lie, you talk foolish for social media. You call yourself say CEO of National Telegraph. You call yourself say activist. You cannot come out and say something good, something truth, something constructive. Lies, insulting women, insulting my them, frame up lies telling. I want just make Ambassador and they see how gullible the boy don't be. Make Ambassador and they see how this boy don't become the devil. What I tell her, say, the boy don't get nothing for doing the revolution. He has nothing to offer the Amazonian people. He has nothing to offer. He said, oh, you know, my company, I don't even need to be talking about that. Our people are dying. And you know how much some of you would put into the revolution for the people for Ground Zero? So what should be your own contribution? What are you contributing to the revolution? I mean, even words of encouragement, you know, they come off your mouth. Financially, you know, they contribute. Nothing. Apart of say you lie, confuse the people, create, you know, discords and discrepancies against the people, within the people and the rest. You have nothing to offer. Of course, how can you even offer anything when you have taken money from La République du Cameroun to kill the revolution? You can't say some person tell you, say, I scam me for $800. Make it send you receipt. Put it out there. Make the person pray the receipt. Wait, transfer me money by any means. Because if I scam me money, let me say, by the way, you see, let me tell you something. With the intelligence and knowledge I have, I can do anything. But because of the fear of God in me, there are some things I will not do for conscience sake in my life. And to even stoop down to that level, to be responding to a frustrated fool like you, to respond to a frustrated drunkard, a baboon, a good for nothing person. Now, for all every tattoo surrogates them, when I not block them, make a hear the message. Make a hear the message. Listen, I want to give you a small recap about me. I'm not going into details. I'm not saying this because I want to boast. At least, I don't go university. I don't graduate. And I don't study for Cameroon. I don't go University of Boya. By the way, I get a career. As a day, I work for moment. I go work. I get my own company. I work. I earn my money. You see, you there for America. Apart of so you come up for University of Boya with a nonsense degree where you get for journalism, where up to today you cannot make one single report as a journalist. Even English cannot come out of your mouth. I mean, person if you talk even English, enough talk. I mean, Ambazonians if you even expect it, person like you, Tapang, Mark Berata, who wanna study journalism. This one for being an opportunity for one for use one skills. For propagate our revolution, for communicate our plight to the international community. You cannot do it. You are good for nothing. I mean, even in your own field of studies, even in your own career, you call yourself CEO of National Telegraph. You know if you make one authentic report, one, I never ever see you write, make a good report or make a video, come out to the public and do the job of an activist or of a journalist. I've never seen you for once. All today is either you are insulting Sako, you are telling lies against Sako, you are insulting Sako, or tomorrow you are insulting women, you are insulting their private parts, or you are lying against Mr. Nanchop, how he be thief, he be gay, always rotten, immoral things coming out from your mouth. CEO of National Tele Line. What a disgrace. A man without dignity, a man without principle. Listen, me, Mr. Nanchop, I want you to learn. Let me educate you on something. I'm a man of principles. I'm a man of character. Let me explain you what that means. Let me explain to you what that means. Do you know why character is so important in life? Okay, for instance, your true character does not change in you. One, do you know why we use the word character A? Like the letter, they say character A, because A will always remain A, independent of the country, the nation. I mean, if you go for China, character A na A. You go for Japan, character A na A. You go for America, you go for England, character A na A. Which is on the talk? Your character makes your personality, and it doesn't change independent of where you are. You need to understand point number 2. Life. As a man in life, you must operate on principles. You must respect your dignity. You say you are the CEO of National Telegraph, a man of no dignity, a man who does not respect his own words. He does not even respect himself. The way you talk in public, the things you spew out, you have zero character. You are as gullible as the devil. You are the most frustrated human being I ever met or saw on earth. Even a fool or a drunkard is better than you, because they are even faithful to what they do, to their drunkenness. So you are like Weber, shapeless in your character. I don't even know where to place you. It's either you are smoking cocaine today, you are drinking tramadol, I don't understand. I don't know where we can put you. So you are not fit to talk in the name of Ambazonians. That's why I understand why the people of Manu, where you originate, they have banned you. They said they don't want to see you in Manu. They don't want to hear about the national teleline in Manu. In your own county where you originate from, your own people have rejected you. The Bible says charity begins at home. No, it's not even the Bible. In fact, it's our normal look. Excuse me, I'm trying to mix up that thing. Our normal talk says charity begins at home. Even in your own home, in Camden Village, in Manu. They have spat you out. They don't reject you because of the evilness in you. And even for Facebook, the Ambazonian people don't reject you. Reject even your Ayuktabe. Reject all of you because of your evilness. Failure Congo, all of you that have rejected all of you. So, because you have nothing else to offer to the Ambazonian people, all you will do is you will resolve to insulting the women. Now you insult the women to their private parts. You are insulting mothers. You are insulting Mr. Nanchop. Today, if you know the lie say EBPD, you the lie say it is scam. You see, you cannot work for me. You see, and I don't want to go into my privacy. Even for, you don't get a qualification for work for me, for one of my companies. And I'm not going to be boasting over that. If you want to know more about me, do well, do your research well. Do more, do more. I won't give you homework. I don't make it easy for you. Go research well. So next time, before you even call my name, I ban you for you to call me say Nanchop, Mr. Nanchop. I don't give you a special warning. Any day you go open your rotten smelling fangs. Any day you go open your rotten smelling fangs. When I don't mind me with my camera with it tonton. Any day you go open your rotten smelling fangs for can't talk about Nanchop again. Make sure so you wash them up. Wash them up. Then use the dental metal for clean your teeth them. Because somebody like you, even for be a cleaner for one of my companies, you don't get a qualification for clean. Person way come out, this be journalist for University of Boya. No achievement. Even a simple journalism, enough report. While people did die, mommy and papa then did die for ground zero. You know if you can report the plight of your people. People that die for ground zero where they feel articulate was struggle where they wish they get the opportunity where they feel talk for internet, talk for television, talk. Maybe people they hear them. Papa and mommy then die for village, they wish so they feel get way for talk about what they happen for them. We the Ambazonian for even hope say a person like you will not study journalism. You go come out, can't talk, but you cannot. You are so plagued and infiltrated with lies, telling, and evil, corrupt in your mindset. And then you have the audacity and the guts to call the name of Mr. Nanchop. You cannot be a cleaner in my house. Even the person they can't clean for my house for play with the state. He pass you. He get a bachelor degree, a master's degree. Person where they can't clean for my house. He get master's degree. You don't get even masters. And you run your mouth, call my name. Oh God. You see, now the problem this for the Amazonian revolution. Because you go take all kind of man put them for one pot. I be sorry, I need to talk about myself. But I want to address this thing once and for all because I don't hear this person they always coach people them. He the coach Ma Irene Gua. He the coach Dr. Sako. He the coach Bo Herbert. He the coach Pa Fu Johnson. Do one na papa and mommy there for me. Listen, I don't tell and say, I be trained up. You see me? There is a difference when you grow up for street, then you pick up. There is a difference between Pikiwe be trained up and Pikiwe just grow up for street. Pikiwe grow up for street, they pick all that rotten character there, that rotten way they for talk for street. But Pikiwe the trainee, they get character, and I talk about the character, and your character doesn't change. You see, that's part of your personality, and it goes with your dignity. But because the Pikin, person will go for street, you don't get character. If it talk, it just because primitivity you can shut down for computer, it talk, run him up. Nonsense. Nothing good comes out of him mouth. And you don't notice that people where they wash it. When they go wash it, not only fake profile that they wash it, not only fake people them they support it. No man will get sense because if you listen to him, you cannot learn. You cannot be encouraged to stand for justice. No, not only fight confusion. Lie against Sako, lie against Dr. Sako, lie against Powerful Johnson, lie against Sechi Chris Anu, lie against my Irene, always spewing out negativity. It shows how you are. The Bible says an evil person, out of the evil of their heart, that they bring out not only evil. And that's who you are, EPOM. EPOM. Now I understand why the Ambazonian people, they gave you the name Ekema Patrick of Maryland, showing how evil and negative you are. Well, I think I don't address you enough. And the truth I say, I be sorry, Papa, Mommy, them say, I even talk today about myself small. I don't like to talk about myself. When I know, because we get boys and girls and brothers and sisters for Gonzo where they be less privileged. And I want focus to help them. I want focus for that kind of people. Them. I don't think I be special. I not be special by any means because I get a privilege for be where to I be over get up. Nothing that I fight for. Some person even tell me, I say I'm a picking. All your life for a different woman country, why you can't fight for the matter for yeah. Be you quiet. I say no. Because I be privileged. It don't mean so other people be privileged. Because I know something I don't come up from a suffering background. And that country must change. Me all man get which way want. Because this life at the end of the day now gift where God don't give all of we. You see, and we must continue for fight until we get the freedom. As a matter of fact, now one of the reasons that for September 22nd, where the baby the breakout, will be told to will stand up for fight La République. Yes. So for say this kind of picking the way they don't go take money for La République, them they can't run their mob for social media, they talk foolish, the one who lost focus for what to be happen for September 22nd. Yes, I don't talk say September 22nd. Now that day. Now that day, by the way, may be very clear, and I want to repeat this for once and for all. Mr. Nanchop, no be scammer. I be sorry, I laugh. It be so funny. Mr. Nanchop no be PD. Yeah? I beg. No, no, I don't even know. Let's not go into that though. So I don't be scammer. Dr. Sako, no be thief man. Section Chris Anu, they never arrest him. Ma Aringwa no be tifuma. More make these things very clear. As you catch Barrister Fru Johnson, well, all will know how that man does sacrifice for the revolution. These are people where that you see when I don't say people where they do good for the Amazonia people where they sacrifice their life, where they sacrifice their all for Amazonia. Now the people where Eric Tato they always go lie against them. Think about it. Look Barrister Fru Johnson. Look Abdul Karim. Now put all these people them so put Eric Tato. Look at Barrister Fru he caution, he lie against it. He say if he see he go slap it. He take Abdul Karim. When I know who Abdul Karim be, who Barrister Fru be, people that they sacrifice their life for the revolution, he caution them. He take Dr. Sako, our president, His Excellency Dr. Samuel Ikomi Sako, he caution. My Irene Gwa, where he raise all the money for this revolution, more fight La République, he caution. Sechi Chris, our lion voice of the revolution, he caution, he lie against it. He can take even Nanchop, the king, the grinder, the amber detective. He caution. When I ask myself, why be say the one man he fight against all these positive people? Something be wrong with it. Because if you be saying that one person, they always get problem with all other people. That means the problem not there with the people. It didn't know he. You see, it didn't when get the get relationship to the boy one. You know the boy they finish after number 2 weeks. He go take next boy, they finish. He take next boy number 3. He take number 4. He take number 5. He take number 6. He take number 7. Then they only get problem. That girl get for she done. Toss a board. I don't get 7 boyfriend. Me and they would only get problem. Chakara after 2 weeks. Let me say the problem not then out to that man picking him. It didn't out to me. The girl will start looking safe. You see? So our Amazonians want to go shit down when they waste on time so that they release him for a poem. May be very clear. That guy has nothing to offer. And if you be never clear for you, I not talk him again. So whatsoever lie it is spew I'm out there, they don't arrest a Chikris, Barrister Fru and Dr. Sako, they don't find all those nonsense. You know, all those evil, silly things. Those things will not be for the revolution. You get for ask yourself, say, why is he doing that? I know some of when I look at, you know, say picky where go for street, picky where mommy bunny for ghetto. It be raw. It will talk other dates. But ask yourself, say, why he do those things? Now because La République don't pay if may spoil the revolution. This kind of day we'll go for the talk about Amazonia. We'll go for the see how we strategize now for fight La République. Person who can she done the talk all nonsense and dirty against Amazonians who are fighting La République. Then in the talk me they go join Kamto. Ladies and gentlemen, Papa and Mommy them I will open line. But if any man want call, I want to focus on September for Amazonia. September. Before I open the lines for call, I will play one more video where I want me the Amazonia people there. When I watch them, after I don't watch this video, I will can't open the lines. I take some few calls and before I close up, before Paul along, they come some more time.
Justice for Ngabo. It's not fair that they're killing children like me. It's not fair that they're killing women with babies in their bellies.
Stop the war. Give the Amazonian children a future.
Justice for baby Martha. Justicia per bebè Martha.
Stop the genocide in southern Cameroon.
Stop the genocides in southern Cameroon.
Stop the genocide in southern Cameroon.
Support the Swiss-led peace process.
We want justice for Southern Cameroonians.
Amazonian children deserve a bright future.
September for Amazonia. The beginning of the end, fellow Amazonians. This month, September, it marked the beginning of the end for inside our territory. The beginning of our courageous rise up and the end of our suffering, the end of our slavery. Yes, I take some few calls there. I want to make some of them a call. We'll talk about this month of September, which you think say is signify inside we Amazonians there. And of course, we'll not go forget about this month of September. We must encourage ourselves to stand firm for this 22nd September, because we're not going to allow the history for this 22nd September be distorted, be twisted, be manipulated. Just like we Kamto and the gangs that they try to do. Now why they can't choose this day? But I don't show now. When I see the resilience of our people, when I see how I put them come out with big boldness and courage for fight La Republic. September 22nd. We even mammy them, they be come out, they carry bitter leaf, they carry flower, they walk off the street. September 22nd. Yes, fellow Amazonians, this September means a lot for we. I want use this opportunity for encourage our people for Ganzuro where they watch me, because I know so we didn't have a national lockdown. Fighting, Papa and Mommy them who on a lockdown today. I'm pouring along, they come up exactly immediately after me. So I go for the roundup now. I'll just make sure I take 2 or 3 calls before I round up. Pouring along, they come up after me. And I know say, hey, by the way, I want to use this opportunity for say happy birthday for our beloved brother, Paul Nilong. Today na his birthday. And I know say he come up now immediately after me for talk, and he want give you more see our own birthday celebration. He want give you surprise. But we wish you well, and we know say a wonderful, great patriot. Yes, and all we do into this battle together, we fight together, we win together until victory comes. So yes, at the same time, I already did some minutes into your time. Hence, I would just want to close them now, or close them. I beg, I sense open one chat for corner. More just level so for today. I will be live again tomorrow. Yes, so fellow Amazonians, Papa and Mommy them, thank you for joining me today for this show. Yes, I beg we not take call again because I want close quick. I already did 13 minutes into Paul in time. May Paul along take over. More go over for Paul along in post. We'll go support it. But before we go, I want to enjoy the video again for September 22nd, the beginning of the end. Yes, that will be at the beginning for the end of La Republique and their power over we. And as you know, we are gone for good. Any man want to go join Kamto for moving and move beer, may them go do it. But we never